congratulations on being named captain. You've had, a career with ups and downs, but to have it culminate with an honor like that, what has that meant to you?
It means everything. I think, I talked about it a lot with my older cousin Josh, who used to coach here, my mom and my teammates. Change is inevitable, but growth is optional. And I think, over these past 6 years, I've been here forever, but I think my teammates, my coaches, my family, my girlfriend, and myself have forced me to grow. And I'm super honored and thankful that my teammates, chose me to lead them this year. So.
Yeah, to carry on that tradition of being a captain and an alignment. Anything you took from Marcus, Justice, just the guys that came before you?
Shoot, especially taking it from Justice. Every day is a good day. The football season is it's long, and sometimes it sucks, but it's always a good day. You don't got to practice, you get to practice. So especially taking that from Justice and from Marcus, just taking that FU mentality about everything. So yeah.
You mentioned growth earlier. How do you feel like you've grown as a leader kind of during your time here?
I think especially from January to now, I think I've been a lot more vocal. I think leading by example can only get you so far, and that falls under leading yourself. And when you're able to lead yourself and others, I think that's where I made my biggest jump. And it all started with creating more relationships with guys on the team, and talking to guys, and not being the old guy who doesn't want to say anything. Being there for people and serving others. So
Sharing this with Titan, right?
yeah. It actually feels nice. It doesn't feel like I have all the pressure in the world and on me, especially in the line room. I think having Titan there definitely helps. So, yeah, and he's me and Titan are pretty opposite, but very similar at the same time. So,
How so?
Titan's more of let's get things done, and I love to joke around, and I've made sure to never ever change that. I still joke around. I mean, you guys know it. You guys hear me. I talk too much during practice sometimes. They tell me to be quiet, but yeah, I love it.
That's kind of how Titan described him and Marcus last year. He was joking around, and Marcus was really
Yeah.
stern and serious. So.
Yeah, I've been the Joker forever. And I've always made stupid jokes, especially during the games. And now Titan, hey guys, lock in, and I'm in the back. No, bro, no, just chill. But yeah, Titan's definitely been a little bit of the I don't know, the hammer, the whatever, the judge, and I'm more just chilling in the back. So
You're a California guy, but how has Montana taken you in?
Montana's shown me the good in everything. I think I said this before. The best part about Montana is you see what you see is what you get. In California, you don't get that, as Victor knows. It's not you got everybody looking at you crazy. But I think in Montana, what you see is what you get, and the people here are very genuine. I've never been a part of a community that's taken me in as one of their own and accepted me and allowed me to grow the way I've grown. So.
Not many seniors on this team, but especially on the offensive side. So how special is that, and what is that dynamic like being kind of one of the few kind of last year guys?
Shoot, it's honestly pretty cool. In 22, the roles were flipped for me. I was the young guy, and we had, I think, 3 seniors, and maybe I think it was our receiving core, Willie, Ravi, and CT, and just taking it, making sure that the young guys understand that it doesn't last forever, and take it one step at a time and enjoy every single step of the journey. Because when you're done, you're done.
You know how close you were to Danny? I mean, two-time captain. Anything you took from him that you want to take into being a captain?
No, but I will. I didn't take anything from Danny. I probably won't, but one thing I won't do is give corny captain speeches. You can leave that in too. Make sure Danny sees it. Let's tag him. So.
I thought you
Yeah.
guys play anywhere, even a Walmart parking lot.
Oh yeah, we will. Yeah, that's more like Danny. Yeah, but other than that, I think I do really miss Danny being on the team. It's been I played my whole college career with him. This is my first year without him, but I think if I took anything from Danny, it was probably always be myself every day. Don't change up who I am because I'm a captain now. Still be the same JT I was 3 months ago, and yeah.
What are your thoughts on Oregon, and especially the linemen that you're going to be having to block in that game?
Shoot, we understand that Oregon is a top team in the country in the FBS, and that they will make a run to the national championship this year. But I think right now we're just trying to see what we can do against them and how we match up, and I'm excited for it. I think their D-line is great. I understand that they got some first-round picks on that D-line, and I'm excited, though. I'm excited to get after it and prove to myself and, for the team, for us to prove to ourselves that we can play with anybody. So.
Have you thought about that Oregon State game at all going into this one?
Not really. I was a young guy going into Oregon State, and I wasn't confident at all. I was way too hesitant, and I didn't really want to play that game. So if I'm being real, I'm ready to play this game. I'm excited. I'm confident. I'm ready to go and see what I can do.
What makes it so So, I mean, you've seen the growth and dominance over the last few years. You know, what makes this O-line unit year in and year out captain worthy for the Bobcats?
I really think it comes down to relationship building, and love. And, we talk about it all the time. The only way that you can beat the Twin Thieves is through love. And especially in the O-line room, I think we take that to the next level. We're super close with all the guys. We have this thing called hot seat during fall camp. If you ask any of the guys, hot seat is every day for me. I'm pretty much an open book to them, and they know everything about me, and it's vice versa. So I think we do a great job of building relationships, and that's really what gets us to the next level every year in and year out.